Hi guys, I know that if you are just starting out in trading, it may seem complicated. It feels like you have to pay attention to a million things to avoid mistakes. Assets, time frames, indicators, news events. But here is what I will tell you. To start trading, you do not need a lot of knowledge. What matters is understanding basic principles. You can begin with just one strategy, master a couple of indicators, and that will be enough. The simpler, the better. That is my approach to trading. And in this video, I will prove it to you once again. But that is not all. Tell me, what is the easiest thing to do? Let's think about it. Of course, copying others, following those who are more experienced. You know, all great masters started this way, by copying. Only later did they develop their own style. This is exactly what you can do in my open trading group. Click the link in the description. The group is free and open to everyone. Now, let's take a look at the market today. We are trading on a 15-second time frame, and for this time frame, an expiration time of 5 candles. Yes, that's right. 1 minute and 15 seconds will be more than enough. We will use a classic trading setup, RSI and MACD. We will use the standard settings which work well for this type of trading. And of course, we will rely on the technical characteristics of the chart. Key levels, breakouts and retests. We will analyze candles, formations and patterns, taking into account all the information visible on the chart. Indicators will serve as additional tools. I always say that expertise in the market is very important. You cannot rely solely on indicators and similar tools. Currency pair Australian dollar to Canadian dollar. In this case, I have to switch to a higher time frame because on a very small time frame, I cannot properly review the chart history. We see a zone from which the price has repeatedly started moving downward. This is a resistance area. Notice how we have been trading in this range for quite a long time? We can even widen this zone. We will have such a wide area, the area of chart reversal. Looking at the candles, we can see that the price has bounced off this area. Buyers did not have enough momentum, so from this zone or somewhere within this range, a down trade can be considered. Looking at the RSI, we have this overbought zone, meaning there is no room for further growth and breakouts. Otherwise, the price would already be beyond extreme levels. This serves as confirmation for the down trade. MACD has not yet given us a signal. We do not see it reflected on the indicator, but we can anticipate that the green line is likely to move downward soon and across the red line, giving us a sell signal. However, we predicted the movement ahead of time and entered before the indicator confirmed it. Currency pair UAE dirham to Chinese yuan. We continue looking for signals and open a second trade. We are entering an uptrade. The situation is similar. We are moving within an uptrend, which can be seen as forming a channel. There is a small nuance, but overall this is what it looks like. Now, we are breaking below the trend channel, making a sharp drop. But after this correction, we see strong green bullish candles, signaling that buyers are gaining strength. The price cannot fall this deep. We see RSI signals showing that we are at a level where further decline is unlikely. So, we combine the signal from the candles, which show that buyers are regaining control, with the oversold RSI zone, which suggests that a major drop is unlikely. Based on all of this, I made the decision to enter an uptrend. And that is exactly what happens. The trade moves in our favor. We lock in our result and move on to the next trade. We continue searching for interesting deviations, strong movements, and key levels that we can use as reference points when deciding to enter a trade. Currency pair New Zealand dollar to Japanese yen. Here we have an interesting reversal. We enter a sell trade, and while we wait for the result, Let's analyze this setup. We see a price range, so let's mark it. And here is a clear reversal. You can see it, right? The price tried to break through, bounced back, and is now moving downward. We see a drop in the RSI from the upper level, exiting the overbought zone. We see a drop on the MACD as well, with a signal even on a higher time frame. All signals align, so we enter a down trade. A simple trade similar to the previous ones. These are exactly the kinds of setups we look for. Now, we wait to see the outcome of this trade. The price follows the expected pattern perfectly, so we can move forward. Currency pair UAE dirham to Chinese yuan. Returning to our first asset, we see that after the breakout, the price has recovered. Expect the price to return to our trend channel. We also see a signal from MACD. On a lower time frame, the signal would have appeared even earlier. RSI still has room to move back into the zone and retest it. The price might slightly drop lower first, but that should not be a concern. What matters most is what happens in the next 50 seconds. And in that time, there is a high probability that we might see an upward movement, restoring the previous uptrend. As expected, buyers are now pushing back into the channel, where the price had been trading for a very long time. Let's wait for the trade to close. That is an excellent result. I think this will be our last trade. We have very strong signals. In this downtrend, we see a sharp drop, very few green candles, and the price has already broken through every possible RSI level. RSI is now at 20%, not even 30, meaning a reversal is highly likely. Looking at historical data, the chart has always bounced quickly from these levels. This asset has never stayed in this zone for too long, so we can expect a rebound. MACD also shows a signal. The signal line is crossing. These two confirmations are enough to enter a trade, which is exactly what I based my decision on. For fun, let's check the price movement using Fibonacci levels. Fibonacci is used to determine where price corrections and reversals may occur. And we can see that price bounced perfectly off the 0.786 level. That was the last possible level for a bounce, and it worked exactly as expected. Meanwhile, our final trade has closed in. As you can see, nothing complicated. If anything is unclear, you can always rewatch the video. Now, for those who are ready to take their trading further, I have a special offer, my Pro Group. If you want to expand your knowledge, make sure to join. You can find the link in the description below, or send me a message on Telegram to become a member today. You can message me with any questions. Everything is completely free. I do not charge anything. I hope you enjoyed this video. Do not forget to subscribe, leave a like and comment so I can understand what you enjoy most. What type of videos I should create, simpler or more advanced. Without your feedback, it's really hard to know. See you in the next video and happy trading!